In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
Alright, so let's try this again. Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Inkfox. This is the park. Oh, apparently that button. I'm going to switch over to my loud keyboard. Maybe. We'll see.
Attention, patrons. The park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees prepare the park for shutdown.
So anyway, this is the first game that I've played that has a disclaimer on it. Let's go ahead and...
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
Tribute to the untamed heart of Solomon Island and the people who use their talents to bring the dream of Nathan Winter to life. May this park be a place where joy and laughter are gathered and used to infect the others who follow after. Dedicated the first day of May, 1977. James B. Langley. Okay. There we go.
What?
Some weird visual.
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop!
He's got quite the
I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
creeper voice there. Okay. Press the right click to shut to Callum.
Callum, I told you to wait in the car.
Over here!
Welcome to the park. Nathan Winter welcomes you to Atlantic Island Park. Kind of a Willy Wonka kind of thing going on here.
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention, employees. The park is now closed.
Okay.
Have a safe journey home.
So this game is made by Funcom. For those of you who may not know, Funcom was responsible for making... Okay, we just went to Hell Park. Funcom was, they made another game.
Oh God. The park.
Shift to toggle running. Alright.
What happened here?
This park is in disarray.
You can't catch me.
Stop! Callum!
Come on. Oh shit. But anyway, going back, that is disturbing to all hell. Funcom made an MMORPG called... Now I completely forgot. Atlantic Island Park. That is the House of Horrors. And we're heading down this way. What was the game? It was an MMO. It'll come to me when I'm not trying to think of it. And this is actually... oh, Secret World. That's what it's called. See? Told you I'd think of it. What the hell was that? So in the Secret World, creepy stuff takes
I
place.
think this belongs to Callum.
How much traction? He's gonna trip and fall. This is creepy.
Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
Chad the Chipmunk welcomes you to Atlantic Island Park. Chad can be seen at the daily ice sculpture shows in the following locations: 11 a.m. Sideshow Alley, 1 p.m. the Octotron, and 3 p.m. Park entrance. Chad the Chipmunk, worst in class. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Very creepy. Chad will have a dead-end job. Chad will die a useless slob. Don't like you, Chad the Chipmunk.
Where did you go?
This way, Mommy.
I wonder what this is.
Is there a way to zoom in? Okay. Purchase the land. Creepy sounds out of the right side of my ear here. Purchase land of Solomon Island for pittance. I might add whatever old Archie Henderson did to locate just the mention of his name had people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived on the islands. My lawyer had arranged everything in advance, but the realtor still had to come and deliver the keys to me personally. He took it upon himself to offer me another warning. I don't know what you're planning to do with this land, Mr. Winter, but the soil here is bitter and cursed and carried from the old country. Old man Henderson. He did terrible, dark things. I'm having a hard time reading this. I remember, sir. I dismissed him shortly afterwards, mostly amused by the pathetic attempts at warning me off. I have a great vision for this place and will see that vision through the very end. Atlantic Island Park, the name is perfect and I cannot imagine it being anything else. This is the start of something amazing. Is that this thing talking? Creepy. So there was a really cool scene in that game, the MMO, going back to the MMO, where you actually had to go through an amusement park. It wasn't this exact amusement park, but this is actually a
Come back, Callum.
side story of that.
Callum, stay where you are.
Is he? Shit, he's on the boat. Can I get in?
Come on, Mommy.
Let's get in to the Tunnel of Love. I thought I saw him up there. We'll find out. This game, it looks freaking amazing. Runs off the Unreal Engine. Who's feeling romantic? It's just me, sadly.
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel.
I know the story.
They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup.
This game is so cool.
What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife one night. I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there. No, my wife, I cannot do that, said the man. Then we will all 4 starve, you fool. Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. Do not fret, Gretel, Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his pockets.
I do have the
The
lights
next morning,
turned off.
the woodcutter leads the children
In a dark
into the
room,
forest.
all by
Before
myself.
they leave,
Headphones.
their mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food that day.
Holy shit.
Clever Hansel leaves
Don't
a
look.
trail of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while,
Shit.
then follow the trail back to their
Fucking
parents'
move.
house.
Just stare at me.
After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect more white stones.
I don't like
but
Chad.
found that the
I
door
do not
was
like
locked.
Chad.
Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself, the wife told the woodcutter. In the morning, their mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again.
What the? I can't look behind me.
Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed.
Screw this story. What's happening behind me? No. This is...
Abandoned by
No.
their parents
No.
and unable to find the
This
trail
ride
home,
sucks.
the children wandered in the forest for 3 days.
This ride is horrible. Calming pictures. Hansel and Gretel.
The children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel,
Candy house.
desperately hungry, ran forward and began
Positive
to nibble
thoughts.
on the walls.
Chad is not behind me. I can't see.
Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who is nibbling at my house? An old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you. But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel mother.
Oh, they're there. Okay.
Come, children, don't be afraid. I have something for you. The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children
Candy.
took them and began to eat. You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside, the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed.
Oh, Jesus.
Once inside the house, the old woman changed.
The hell was that?
She stuffed Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to work.
I just want off the ride.
Cleaning her hut. Your brother will make a good mouthful, the old witch told Gretel. Once he is fattened up, I shall
The story
feast upon
should not be
him.
told to kids in a dark, creepy ass cave.
Time passed, and poor Hansel refused
That's
to
the
do
ending.
it,
I think that's the ending.
fearing the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her part, grew impatient. Today I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel. Climb inside and light the oven. But Gretel pretended not to understand. I do not know how. Where is the opening? Fool, the old witch said. The opening is here. And she moved to show Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven.
Such a violent,
Gretel
violent
freed her
kid
brother
story.
Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked.
And then the kids ate the witch.
And then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they
I was
divided up
joking.
the body of the old witch and ate her.
I was that was... Is that part of the story? No. No. No! No! Turn around. Goddamn swan. Ugh. Get me off this thing. Get me off this thing. Right meow. I'm done. I'm done. This is the most horrible Hansel and Gretel story in the... No. Get me off this boat.
Where are you, Callum?
I heard him.
Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws. Callum, where did you go? Another accident. This place.
There's blood. Fuck. Let's see. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. Is it November? I can't read that. What is that letter? Oh, the governor. Ha ha. That's a G. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon. So the only real question is whether we have any time for any customers. Whether we will have any... Okay, yeah. Whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out of simple curiosity. I decided what was needed from the band. So I'm having a hard time reading this writing. Band writing of the archive Henderson. It's astonishing to think that a resonance of positive emotions can be used to feel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon I will know if this has been all for nothing. Oh, I found
Wait, Callum!
There's a bear. With a knife in its eye. I'm out of here.
Hello?
Where'd he go? This island amusement park is all fucked up.
Don't hide from me, Callum!
Is he over here?
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy. The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
So eyewitness report Atlantic Island Park incidents. So this was an incident that happened on the park. Officer on duty, Sheriff F. Bannerman. So let's see here. The statement: we were waiting for our turn for the ride. Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I always been a bit worried of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Yeah, well, some people, it's a thing. You gotta get used to it. Anyway, Chipmunk Man. He was carving and picking away at the ice. At first we thought he was making some sort of an animal, like a tiger or a lion, but more and more ice fell away. When you first looked, it looked like a human face smiling out of the block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportions, something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster. Like you were prey and that thing was ice. That thing in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up, and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments it was that chaos? Everyone was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground. He was, oh shit, he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood went spraying, and people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids, we were dragging them away as fast as we could. Okay, and the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was the eyeball of one of the poor kids who had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. So, Chipmunk guy went berserk. Fuck. Hell.
Where are you? Oh, I remember this. Callum! Where did you go?
So, which way was that? Was that this way? There he is. No.
Stay where you are!
Let's see. Frustrated by the fact that the plans seem incomplete, I know as well as anybody that the rules of the game can be changed with enough money. But no matter how much money talks, you can't conjure up missing plans from the thin air. I've tried contacting the organization who sold me these plans, and they were stonewalling me. Every contact that I had, every meeting place that I have had watched or swept bare. With a seeking feeling that I have been swindled. We've gone ahead with what we could find in the plans regardless. The harvesting machines, the transport mechanisms, etc. Probably let Nicholas name them something cute for the day we open the park. There will be rides after all. Do I even want to ride the octagon? Sure, let's ride the octagon.
I can't get on while it's moving.
If I stop this and it starts on its own, how the hell? Whee! Put your hands in the air like you just don't care. We're riding on an octopus thing. It's going a bit fast. What the hell was that? Oh. No. Okay. No. No more rides. Ooh, I said chills. Give me them chills. Wait. Did I just see somebody in the control booth? Well, I thought I saw somebody.
Where are you? Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. They shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
So there's something.
Callum? Where'd you go?
Mother Duck said quack, 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 quack.
I thought I saw something in here. A wall of text. So, I'm having a hard time reading, so probably pause the video. See, I thought... Here I go. I'm going to try and attempt to read it again out loud. Let's see here. Thought working in the park for the summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of the season here really drags. There are many tourists. There aren't many tourists around. Most of the staff in their days standing around gossiping, and most of that gossip is about Chad. I mean Steve. See, even I'm starting to call him Chad. I went to school with the guy, Chad Squirrel Guy, I think. It's that, yep, goddamn suit. In the beginning it was a laugh. Steve, the local lush, as Chad, the chipmunk child friend mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters. Well, lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears the suit, the weirder Steve gets. The weirder Steve is getting. At first it was the little things like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's Diner, still wearing it, and it wasn't even work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to park management about the smell and saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by, and apparently Steve has picked up some new skill since the last time I saw him. Puking up in the gutter outside the Siskel station? Because he sure as hell can carve... Oh, okay. He can sure as hell carve a mean sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, they'll give me the creeps. Steve... this is weird English. Steve came by with the booth today, lucky me. And he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seems like he's just starting to get... staring at me, sizing at me. I fucking whatever he's doing. I asked him what he wanted and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Chad, Steve, wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Laura? Okay. Okay.
Callum, tell Mommy where you are.
This way, Mommy.
Constant crashes and 80s music. Guess it floats someone's boat. Callum?
Did you just say concentrate?
Callum! Where did you go?
I do not want to be... Is one of them on? Two of them?
Callum?
Catch me, Mommy.
One of them's on. An accident report. Francis Dufresne, 25th October 1976. Laborers working on crime, Richard Stafen. Witness, Lawrence Creed, Mission Edgeworth. Brief description of accident of incident during the transport of bumper cars into the area. During the transport of the bumper cars into the area, one of the straps attached to the load of the truck came undid, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Francis was killed. Did the injury influence? Of course, they contacted a doctor. Yes, he did. Supervisor comment. Dexter, the truck driver, claimed to have seen someone, quotes, on the back of the load undoing the struts. Nobody else reported seeing that. The sheriff had requested that Dexter provide them with urine samples. Could have been done to prevent the incident. Double checking the straps after transit so that the mandatory and drug blah blah blah. Have the unsafe? No, they have not been corrected. Before I click the mouse, I'm gonna put things down. Jesus. Jesus, 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 I can't move. Off, off, off.
Alan, where did you go?